part of the IRA.
How about Blown Away with...
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones is the Mad Irish Bomber, and the fucking dude is the guy who disarms the bombs. That's awesome.
It was something.
Patriot Games is good, though.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Blown Away with Corey Feldman.
No. Jesus, that's a bad movie.
Blown Away with Corey Feldman had both Corys in it.
Both Corys
Yeah.
and Nicole Eggert.
Yeah, and Nicole Eggert shows off her boobs.
Rick is like a portable Mr. Skin.
18-year-old me loved Nicole Eggert.
He's like always.
Well, there's the title for the episode.
What's the time frame?
What, you know, we were on a real good like Western roll, and I was going to bring up an old movie because I watched Mask of Zorro last night.
Oh, that's on Netflix.
It
right
just
now.
dropped on Netflix again, and I was
Well,
like, God,
that's
this is
actually-
great.
That's why I watched Wyatt Earp.
Because it came up on Netflix?
No, but Dragonheart did.
Ooh.
Dragonheart was
Like
on-
a pudding.
Like a pudding. I watched that last night. I watched Dragonheart last night.
Oh, shit. I'm going to have to watch that
The
today.
CGI sucks.
It's not. It does not hold up.
Doesn't
No.
hold
It
up.
does not hold up.
I remember
At the
seeing
time,
it in the theater,
at the time
though.
I
It
saw
was really
it, I
good.
was like,
When,
wow,
when
this
he's
is
going
great.
at him with two
You know,
axes.
they could remaster that movie though, and that'd be.
Yeah.
You know, there's
it really
least
drops off after
two
the first
more
one.
Dragonheart movies.
Yeah,
No,
they're
there's
terrible.
5.
There are 5.
There are 5 total.
I knew there were more. I
The
couldn't.
quest
even...
for the heart fire.
Yeah.
Fuck
Patrick
you.
Stewart is the voice in that one.
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart is.
Yeah.
in the Heartfire.
The-
Oh
yeah,
well, he
that's
probably
number
did
5, I
a
think.
day's worth of.
I'd like to
voice
get one
tracking.
where Sean Connery comes back to like reprise his role.
Oh sure.
And he's
He
just
won't
kinda
be
like,
back for him.
"It's reported."
He'd be like, "Where's my wife?
Where's my-
On a schmacker."
I love that.
Where am
interview.
I?
I think it's
He's a
fantastic.
piece of shit.
Where'd my hair go?
He so in Dragonheart though,
I'm Zorg.
if they remastered that movie, that could be a hit again.
Yeah.
Because it's actually
It's a solid
the
fantasy
rest of the
movie.
The rest of the movie holds up well. I mean, it's good. The special effects were not good.
No.
So I watched that movie, and the next thing that was suggested to me was
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp
Because Dennis Quaid.
is in it. Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's
But
one of the,
he's-
I think, one of the more underrated people.
But he's great in Dragonheart.
Yeah, he is.
He's a great actor in it.
And the bad guy is really bad guy.
Oh, he's great.
You just
There's
hate
some
him.
stupid, like, pregnant chick movie that's just a rom-com that he did to make some money. And he's fantastic in that. He plays, like, this kid's dad who's a race car driver, and he's good at everything, and his son is this bloated piece of shit. And he's just, like, ugh! And then his wife is, like, his son's age, and she sneezes and has twins, and his wife has, like, 36 hours of labor, and the whole thing is like his dad's life is just charmed and his life is just shit, and it's pretty funny. I don't normally like those, but that one was
Well,
alright.
what's the movie he's in with Jim Caviezel or whatever? Where
Frequency.
Frequency. That's a
That
good
was
movie.
good too.
That's a decent film.
And my favorite part in that movie is when Sean Connery's like, "Are the stars shining bright tonight?"
Right.
Look how young David Thewlis is.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus!
He's the bad guy in that movie.
He
And
was
he's
like,
such a great bad guy in that
And-
movie.
Is that
my-
Gary Sinise on the other side?
no, that's
that's Malfoy's dad in Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Oh,
these
no
are
shit!
Both of those
they're
gentlemen
both from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
in Harry Potter. Did you see the picture I posted last night on Twitter?
No,
I took a picture of the movie of the king. What's his name?
King Einon.
King Einon, yeah. And I said, "Girls be like, I want bangs." He's the ugliest person in the movie. Besides,
He's one of the ugliest people on the fucking
He's-
planet.
and the close second to him being ugliest in the movie is actually the younger version of him.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the movie.
This guy.
Two ugliest people. Yeah.
They've done a good
So
job.
how much time passes between?
12 years.
Is
I
it
just
12
watched it
years?
last night.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
17 centuries.
I will tell you this: King Einon. What's the actor's name again?
David Thewlis.
He's actually really good in a really bad movie. He's really good. He's actually really, really good in The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Boy, that's one of the one of those movies you hear about every time somebody's telling Hollywood horror stories. Yeah. They're like, oh God.
There's a whole
And this is why we
documentary
hate
about that
Marlon
movie.
Brando.
He's great in that movie, though. He's really good at it.
Is he?
Well, he plays the straight man. He's not, he's the traveler who lands on the island.
He's a great actor.
I think the
Fucking
only
fantastic.
And he's really good on the island of Dr. Moreau because he's this guy who is seeing this stuff and is just like, holy crap, that's terrifying. Like that's not what he's saying, but that's what he's thinking. Oh my God, that's terrifying. That's my impersonation of him.
My brain is overloaded.
Marlon Brando was such a piece of shit.
So,
like,
only
it sounds
tied,
like-
only tied up with Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer in that particular instance.
I did. I watched that documentary.
Did you see Marlon Brando didn't even learn his lines for The Godfather? People pinned him to their shirts.
Yeah,
And
there's
he just-
behind
what
the scenes
fuck
stuff.
is up with
of,
that?
God, now I can't think of his name. The guy that
what's
played the lawyer. It shows the camera from behind him, and he's got
Robert
a,
Duvall.
Duvall. He's got a fucking cue card on his, or like Superman's diaper, the baby in the crib when he's playing Jor-El. All of his lines are written on the diaper.
Well, what about
Like-
what's the
And he read it
He
wrong
should have been a
too.
voice actor.
what's the Heart of Darkness remake?
Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now. I mean, he showed up 30 pounds overweight
At least.
and
And he was supposed to be cut and like crazy, and they had to shoot him in the dark all the time. And they worked around it really well. Like,
well, I mean, because that movie's amazing.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So that worked out so well.
But he just
Jaws
ended up
level
being
of
a
hiding
fat
shit.
I was just
piece
gonna
of
say
shit.
they had to like Jaws, Marlon Brando for that movie.
yeah.
Where in Jaws, I don't know if do you know the main story behind Jaws?
Bruce was hard to work with.
Yeah, they basically made it more mysterious because Bruce was a piece of shit.
Because that piece of shit animatronic shark.
He
they
could
had.
only do one
So it
thing.
ended up working in their favor ultimately.
Dude, that fucking thing sank to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, they went through like 3 sharks or something.
Yeah.
The first 2 were just fucking
So they're like,
jalopies.
whatever. We'll just film the movie from under the water and we'll make it scary or whatever. Just get through the movie.
Joey, put on your wetsuit and put a fin on your head and start swimming, you bitch.
But it ended up
Composer,
being-
make it scary.
But it ended up being so good.
It did.
Because of that.
It
That they had
did.
to do that with Marlon Brando.
But
in
that's
Heart of
good
Darkness.
filmmaking.
There's so much about that movie that's fucked up though. Like the guy that played Quint was constantly picking on RichardDreyfuss, and he was really drunk all the time.
God, Jaws is good.
I know.
You can't make movies like that anymore.
Nope.
You can't.
You can't even
make
insure people
movies
like that anymore.
under those conditions anymore because
Fucking Screen Actors Guild.
yeah,
What was the?
fucking political correctness.
What we were talking. Oh, that the midget in Island of Dr. Moreau. He like met that dude at a bar and was like, "This is my
He
mini me."
Insisted. The guys in the movie insisted.
Yeah,
Which
and they
became
both.
iconic.
He
actually.
did.
Yeah.
And they both wore those fucking ice buckets on their head. That was from his goddamn hotel room. Like he
No,
just
the ice bucket. Do you know why he wore the ice bucket?
no.
Because where they filmed the movie was fucking hot. So he insisted on the ice bucket being in the scene with him because it was so hot. He just insisted on that being a thing. That's what he was doing in his hotel room. Because he's fucking crazy.
Let me ice my sack.
Let me ice my head.
So,
He's terrifying.
uh,
I love that photo. They're both just.
I
fucking-
can't see the
here's
photo.
The other thing is I actually don't hate the Island of Dr. Moreau.
How can you?
They're both dead now.
He's dead right there. Now.
They stuffed him.
Johnny Depp's inside of him.
Apparently the little
He's overacting again.
apparently the little mentioned guy too was a real pain in the ass to work with. too.
Oh, I bet.
He didn't know any English. He's an Italian actor.
They were on a real island.
It's not his fault.
No,
He
and they
was
are. They're
terrible.
on a real island. They're on a real life, for real, no shit island with nothing nearby. I watched the documentary on it. The director left the movie. He left the movie and went and started hanging out with a nearby group of people who were just partying. And then later on in the movie, they're like, we need extras in the movie, and the director's with these people. And he's like, yeah,
Being an extra in his own
movie.
Sure, I'll take $150.
He becomes the extra in his own movie.
Awesome.
Because he quit giving a shit.
He's letting
Because the actors were such fucking douchebags.
the second unit director take
Brando
over.
and Kilmer in the same fucking movie. They're lucky that island didn't get sucked down in the Twilight Zone.
Well, and then Ron Perlman's in it. Ron Perlman's the hyena.
Yeah.
Right.
No. I'm sorry. Ron Perlman is the goat guy.
The goat guy?
He's somebody.
The old weird goat
Why didn't
guy.
he just wear his costume from Beauty and the Beast?
No.
John.